What up, y'all? Good morning. I love this song. Sorry. Good morning. It is a very exciting day today because, as you can see, based on the bags, that it's another travel day today. Yay. So for my birthday this year, and my birthday's on Sunday, and it is now Tuesday, the 29th. For my birthday this year, I decided to take another trip with EF Ultimate Break, and I will be going to Kenya on an African safari. Very, very excited. I will be flying out of Miami. So I'm at the train station right now, taking the Brightline train down to Miami, where then I will go to the airport and then transport everything here. I'm a little emotional because I just dropped off my cat at her boarding place, and she was looking at me like, with those sad eyes. Anyway, yeah, so I got my banana. I also have an apple, and this is resting on a latte. And so listen close. And yeah, we're heading over. I'm about to get on the train. It should be here soon. My train is at 8:50, so about a half hour until we start boarding. I'm so excited. I'm probably going to do another vlog when I get there about what I packed, because I do want to do a vlog about that and like a video explaining like what I packed and everything, because since we're going to be on a safari truck, they asked us to bring soft-sided luggage, so everything that I'm going to be using for the next 10 days is inside my bag that I got on the dance team in college. I'm just glad that it's going to good use, and then now it's surely getting the airport test. I definitely want to talk about like what I packed, since I will be going on a safari. Go figure, literally everything that I own Animal Kingdom is almost packed, almost everything. And I'm wearing a Lion King shirt under so I'm very themed today. And you guys will be following me around. Let's go. Alright, I just got to Miami airport like 6 hours later. Got my ticket, so we're good to go. I got my seat, and now I just got to go through security. Yay! Oh, and I just checked my bag because that thing was like 25 pounds. Okay, just finished going through TSA. I forget how crazy it can be going through regular TSA. Oh my goodness. So I'm walking around now. Got my passport and everything. I got all my stuff. I find it kind of funny. I'm about to get food. I find it kind of funny because I don't know why. I had a craving for Burger King, and they have a Burger King in this concourse. Yay! I'll be happy with like just a burger and onion rings. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up getting. So I'm on my way now to go get some food. I have a couple hours until we start boarding, so I definitely have time to kill. So I'm getting food. Got my Burger King. Yay! I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, so we are on the plane. I have boarded my flight. This is the biggest Boeing I have ever seen. So I've already introduced myself to the flight attendants, and this is a Boeing aircraft, so I know what to do in case of an emergency. And I got my own pillow and blanket. I'll probably watch a movie at some point. But like, seriously, this is also one of those planes that has 2 floors. So, yeah. And hopefully we'll be leaving soon. The attendants are really nice. I've introduced myself to some of them. I brought goodies for them. I brought them Oreos, and they were really appreciative, so they were really happy about that. I know I always like when people bring me gifts, so I figured why not, since this is my birthday trip. And I'll keep you guys updated. This is flight number 1. Actually, I have the Lion King business. Oh, I'm going to be moving shortly. Let's check out what they gave me in my flight crew gift package. Champagne for starters. I'm guessing they took this from first class. Wow, this is so cool. I don't know how I'm going to get this back home. Looks like a fanny pack, a bag of some sort. Let's see if there's anything inside. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure they gave me something from first class. Yeah, it's from first class. Let's see what we got in here. It looks like a shoehorn. We got socks, question mark. Oh, a hairbrush. Oh. A hairbrush, a sleep mask. I don't speak German, but thank you. Looks like face creams. Jesus. A toothbrush. Oh my god. I hope going to Nairobi they give me first term business. This floss. No, it's earplugs. Thank you, Lufthansa. Not even the rest of the gift bag. Definitely using this on my next flight because I need to brush my hair. Okay, and it looks like we have, what is this? I'm guessing chocolate because of Germany. I was right, it is chocolate. I love my job. I love the tiny little plane. I might give this to my nephew. It's a tiny little plane. He loves airplanes right now, so. Looks like gummy bears. Ooh, vegan. I love vegan gummy bears. They're really good. I'm not sure what this is. And oh, it looks like more chocolate. Swiss chocolate, yeah. Makes so much chocolate. A travel mug. Wow. Bag of chips, which I might snack on right now. It's ham flavor. Interesting. Coffee, maybe? I don't want to sick. A rubber band if I need to close this. Oh, it's assorted nuts. Cool. Mixed nuts. Looks like soap. More chocolate. Soap. Jeez. I don't think they gave me enough chocolate, guys. Well, Dankeschön to Lufthansa Airlines, the flight attendants on Lufthansa Airlines flight number, what was it, 463, coming from Miami. This is incredible. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go find my gate now going to Nairobi. Words are hard, and I don't know how much sleep I got on the plane. I think my favorites are the champagne and the welcome kit. This is what happens when you're nice to people, guys. This is amazing. Wunderbar. And I will have to switch from German to Swahili in a few hours. Alright. I'm gonna go find my gate to go to Nairobi. My bag is still in Eyes View, which is why I'm also doing this. It says we should be boarding in like an hour. So I'm gonna go and find my gate. And then that way, I also have to pee, I just realized that. Anyway, I'm gonna go find my gate. I don't have a seat yet. So I'm gonna go see if they have my seat ready yet. You know, off to Nairobi, y'all. This is so cool. I love it from the tarmac. Goodbye, Frankfurt. Jumbo from the Jomo Kenyatta Airport in Nairobi. Can't believe I'm finally here. I'm just waiting for my bag now. I made it through customs. Interesting thing about Kenyan customs, so I did need a visa. Which I had processed and everything before I came here. And then as they were looking at my passport and everything, they made me take off my hat and I had to scan my fingerprints. So that was interesting. You learn something new in every country. So now I'm just waiting for my bag and then we're gonna figure it out from there. I'm finally at my hotel. I smell my Apple Watch died and I have to pee. Oh my God, it's been a fucking night already. Anyway, I'm gonna give y'all a quick room tour before I disrobe and hop in the shower because I feel so effing gross. So here is the room tour of my first room. Okay, so I'm just, very simple. I like the carpet, very modern. There's my bag. Bags, plural. And of course I have Safari Mickey Mouse with me because duh. I am going to be getting a roommate because I am here with EF again. So I've claimed that bed, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, those are the beds. I haven't even seen the view yet, if I even have one. Oh, it's very dark, but it looks like a garage. So I'll get that in the morning, I guess. Looks very urban. TV. I look ratchet as hell, but it's fine. Alrighty. And then here's the bathroom. I'm gonna put on 0.5. Here's the bathroom. Hair dryer, sink. I think that's supposed to be like a bidet. Bathroom. And then the shower, which looks really, really good right now. I'm about to hop in it. And yeah, not much, but that's my first room. Or our first room, I guess. Sweet. First of all, I'm finally showered and I feel amazing. Secondly, fun fact about Kenya, and I totally forgot about this until literally as we were landing in Nairobi. Apparently plastic bags are like completely, I don't want to say illegal, but they're like completely like not allowed and like they're against the law here. Just to like do away with like waste and everything. I literally have 2 plastic bags with me. One of those from duty free because this is the gift that the flight attendants gave me. I just realized that there's a smiley face on there. And then I had this to give to the flight attendants. It's a plastic bag full of Oreos. I went through the airport with this. They didn't say anything. Oh well. Okay, it's like 1 in the morning. I'm gonna try and get some sleep because I have no idea how much sleep I've had in the last 2 or 3 days. I totally forgot that Kenya is one of those countries where I can't use the sink unless I'm washing my hands. Or showering because I just took a shower. So we're back to bottled water toothbrushing. Woohoo! Good morning, everyone. I'm enjoying my included breakfast. So after this egg, I will probably go get more eggs. And I got my melon here, my beans. I want to have cheese here, of course. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get more eggs after this. And then I'm gonna help myself to more food because I don't know when the next time is that I'm gonna eat. But yeah, gotta love included breakfast. And now that I have eaten, medication time. So both of these are medicine that I have to take with food. I learned that the hard way with this one. So first we're gonna take the big one. This is my meloxicam. And I took it in Egypt last year and in Disneyland. So I was supposed to take this every day. This is an anti-inflammatory pill for my scoliosis. And I really only take it now whenever I travel. Just because, I'm moving around so much that I figured the anti-inflammatory would help. That, and also I'm starting to feel the after effects of the last 2 travel days. And then this little one is an anti-malarial pill. And I will get back to that. I'll do one later today about the travel prep that I did for Kenya. But one thing that they are recommending to go to Kenya is malaria pills. So, and then these little ones, even though they're teeny tiny, I have to eat food beforehand. So So now we are good for the day. I have to take this every day while I'm here. Be safe, y'all. I said fuck it. I ordered room service because I'm starving. Because I realized this could be charged to the room and I could just pay when we check out of here in a few days. So naturally I got a burger because me. I'm obviously gonna try Kenyan food at some point. African Kenyan food. So it's all good. I got my standard burger, fries, and a Coke Zero. And what's interesting about this, it says without sugar right here. It tastes really good. It tastes like American Coke Zero, but not as sweet, even though I know it's not supposed to have sugar, but does that make sense? Anyway, I know we have a whole bunch of chemicals that other places don't use, but otherwise this burger is really good. I'm having a hard time biting into it though. I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. Okay, I've been sitting in this hotel room literally all day. I'm going a little bit bananas because it's reminding me of quarantine. Anyway, I'm going to take this time to talk about what I packed for my African safari that I will be going on in the next few days. So here we go. Because of the fact that we're going to be in a safari van and not like a regular truck, EF recommended that we bring a duffel bag instead of like a hard-sided suitcase. This is the kind of bag I brought, like your standard, this is from when I was on the dance team. Your standard duffel bag, like your sports bag, you know, for like games and stuff. And then I also have, that's my backpack from yesterday. I packed about 10 days worth of clothes in not one, but 2 packing cubes. If you look, these are pretty jam-packed. These are all my tops, and then these are my bottoms. And another pair of PJs, because I have one set of PJs and I brought 2. So I brought 2 packing cubes worth of clothes, bug repellent bracelets, because malaria and dengue, also malaria pills, so bug repellent bracelets. Thanks, Mom, for these. I brought, I think, about 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, a big hat because sun, floppy hat, so sandals, just to like go out, be casual, and if there's ever going to be a day that we're going to a pool, I'm going to be wearing these. I brought these sandals, which I was wearing earlier. My Toms, which I wear all the time. As I like to call them, my mermaid shoes. My black shoes that I wear all the time, because I wore these on the plane yesterday. My Converse. So yeah, those are all the shoes I brought. And then I think I have about 4 or 5 pairs of socks. A bathing suit in the off chance that we decide to go swimming. If there's ever a pool at one of our hotels. I know on one of the days we do have a pool at the hotel, which I'll definitely be checking out. This is all of my bras and underwear right here. Oh, a windbreaker, because you never know. So that way I can bless the rains down in Africa. I had to. And then I have my anti-theft bag in here as well that I bought for Egypt. Because, you know, when we're out and about on the safari, I'm just gonna be like this. So as far as specific kinds of clothes that I brought, I kind of have a mixed bag. So yesterday I was wearing my jeggings, and today I am wearing jean shorts and a t-shirt. So based on the weather that I have briefly seen thus far, yesterday was about 64 degrees Fahrenheit, duh. And when we're out and about on the savannah, it looks like we're gonna have to be covered. So that's why I brought jeggings. I think I bought about 2 or 3 pairs of jeggings. I brought about 2 or 3 pairs of jeggings. I think I have about 4 pairs of shorts, like everyday shorts to wear, because I have 2 jean shorts that I brought. And then I also brought like cute outfits to wear when we go out and about. So if we do go downstairs later, I might change just to kind of look a little nice. A lot of the bras that I brought are sports bras, because I just like wearing sports bras to begin with, because I find them more comfortable. A lot of t-shirts, and another suggestion that they mentioned was to not pack any black clothing because it attracts the bugs. So a lot of the shirts that I packed are colorful. But here, this is my first packing cube. These are my bottoms. Sorry, these are all my tops. So here I have, so these are like bandos. So these are like, so that doesn't count. But here I have pink, red, white, blue. Of course I have leopard print, tie-dye, white, blue. I have a green one in here as well. This is also green. So everything, all the tops that I have are colorful. Literally the only black shirt that I brought is naturally the only black shirt that I brought was the Lion King shirt that I was wearing for the last 2 days. Because I was like, duh, I have to wear Lion King in Africa. So I have that. And then I also have this as like a long sleeve option. I have this as a long sleeve option just in case like it does get chilly. So I can just throw this over. But I don't, hopefully I can just wear this like at night. Those are really the only black clothes I brought. And then to keep myself warm, they also recommended a light jacket. So I brought this. This is just like literally like a light sweater that I have. Those are the tops I brought. So for the bottoms. So yeah, these are all the bottoms. I have all different kinds. So these are the pants that I wore in Egypt, the different joggers I wore. Those are a pair of my jeggings. These are PJs. These are the other shorts I brought. I think these are other shorts I brought. My leggings. And then these are leopard print leggings that I bought. And that's the dress I'm wearing on my birthday. And then if you look here, there's like a little pink patterned black thing. That's some of the outfits that I bought to wear around in Nairobi when we go out and about on the town. So yeah, there's all of that. And then of course there is the medicine that I have. All of my chargers. I have so many chargers, so many power banks. I've got my mega power bank here, and then this is for both USB and USB-C. This should last me hopefully the entire time that I'm out here. These are all like rechargeable chargers. So I have this one, which is USB, and then I have this one, which is also USB. So luckily I have a USB wire that works for all of my electronics. This is mainly for my phone because that's where I'm recording this, and I'm gonna be taking pictures of everything as well. So yeah, I have all of those. You cannot go wrong with sunglasses when you're in Africa. And then of course I have the standard like sunscreen, a hat, and the hat that I was wearing yesterday. Oh, another one that a lot of people kept recommending, Crystal Light packets and liquid IV. This is good to put in my water because again, Kenya is gonna be one of those countries where we're gonna be given a lot of bottled water while we're out here. I couldn't find my water bottle. So I'm just glad because they're gonna be giving us a lot of water. So I'm gonna put this into my water because for me, and this is like a neurodivergent thing, for me, I sometimes forget to drink water. So if it's flavored, that'll give me the initiative. So to whoever on my flight attendant friends gave me these, thank you. One of my flight attendant friends recently gave me this. Didn't realize that this was going for that long, but that is the somewhat condensed version of what I packed for my African safari. And of course, I will also show you guys as the week progresses what I brought along with me. Other travel tips, ignore all my wires set up here. So this is a little travel thing that I have. It's like a little portable, so this little disc charges my Apple Watch. This side charges my phone. And then this would be for AirPods if I had any, but I don't have any. So this is another one of my chargers that I have. It's rechargeable. And then here, I love this. This is my African converter plug. I used this in Egypt last year. I could charge like 5 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could charge 7 things at once. And so I love this thing. So this is plugged into that, which charges 2 of my electronics. This is my USB-C wire, which is now currently charging my phone. And then I could unplug this, and then this unplugs, this could charge that, this could charge my iPad. So the USB-C, I like that it has the USB-C option now. So I have that, and that is another way of something else that I brought with me on something else that I had to do to prep for this trip, and they told me this months ago. Upon preparing for this trip, is that they recommended the anti-malaria pills, which you guys saw me take earlier. And another thing that I had to do was I had to get the yellow fever vaccine. They recommended I get the yellow fever vaccine, neither of which were cheap. I had to pay out of pocket at a special clinic for both of those. I went someplace called Passport Health. And it was really cool because, you know, it asks you like what country you're going to, what is the purpose of your visit, which vaccines do you need. So definitely look up and see if you're going on a trip like this, or if you're going somewhere that requires like a specialty vaccine. Definitely check out Passport Health, but just know it ain't cheap. I think for my malaria pills, I paid about $100 something because I had to pay I forget how much it was because they charged me per pill and I have 42 pills, but I know it was like about over $100 that I had to pay. And then for the yellow fever vaccine, the shot was like right here in my arm, and that was $350. So I did that in 2 different visits. I could have done it in 1 visit, but I did it in 2 different visits just because of my money situation at the time. And another thing about the yellow fever vaccine is you get this fancy schmancy yellow page, and I think it's called the yellow book, in your passport now. I'm gonna have to hold on to this for the rest of my life because they stapled it into my passport. So yeah, so here it is. So this shows that I've now gotten the yellow fever vaccine. And also, now that I have my passport in my hand, I have yet to see my Kenyan passport stamp. Ah, there it is! Republic of Kenya. Oh, that's so cool. I like that it's on the same page as Egypt and Mexico, but that was from ages ago. Those are all the preparations I had to do. So a lot of money went into this trip. And then of course there was my flight over here, but that's another story. And you do also need a visa to get into Kenya. So the Kenyan visa process, honestly, as soon as I put in all of my information, it went through in like 12 hours. But you do need a lot of information on the visa. So for my Egyptian visa, I didn't really talk about this last year. For my Egyptian visa, that was more of a, how long are you in Egypt? When are you going? What is the purpose of your visit? And then obviously your passport information and all of that. And then that was it. Then they gave me my passport and my visa, and then I was on my merry way. For my Kenyan visa, they needed to know the names of the hotels that I was staying in, what dates, and how long I'm going to be in Kenya, what is the purpose of my visit. And they also needed my exit ticket, meaning like my ticket leaving the country. And so I had to email the company and be like, hey, I'm a flight attendant, so I was just going to buy my ticket in Kenya for whenever I leave. And they said, well, we need that ticket to prove that you're leaving the country. And I'm like, oh, okay. So as soon as I sent them over that ticket, so I already have my ticket back home to them, I'm not exaggerating, I got my visa in like 12 hours. So once you have everything put in, oh, they also needed a headshot, I guess, just for fraud purposes, to make sure that you're not like pretending to be somebody else. Anyway, so that was everything that I had to do to get my Kenyan visa. And otherwise it was a very easy process. And I did have to pay a small amount. I think I paid like $70 or $80, something like that, on top of, that was just like the initial visa fee, transaction fee. This is excluding all like, my vaccine stuff and the pills and my flights, etc., etc. Just for the visa process itself, I think it was about like $80 or $90, $70, $80, $90. So that was everything I had to do as far as the visa process. It's very, very easy, but just please make sure that you do have the visa, and it is good for 90 days. So it'll be good for 90 days on the day of approval. So it'll tell you like the validation, like how good your visa is good for. And it'll tell you, hey, this is the day in which you're allowed to enter Kenya, and then you're good to stay in Kenya if you so choose to on such and such a date. So yeah, the Kenyan visa process was definitely interesting. And then entering the country, they did check my visa, because in Egypt they didn't even check it. So they did check my visa upon entering Kenya. And another thing that they made me do, I kind of said this last night, another thing that they made me do was upon, checking through immigration and, looking at my passport and everything, they had to take my biometrics. So I had to take the picture like they usually do. But they also asked me for my fingerprints, which is new for me. I've never seen that before. The only other time I've ever had them scan my fingerprints during a passport process was when I was getting my Italian passport renewed. So yeah, they were like, okay, you're going to put down your 4 fingers and then your thumb, and then your left 4 fingers and then your thumb. So they were very patient with me, and I got approved, obviously, because here I am and I got the stamp. But definitely interesting. And then once we get out there on the safari and out there on the savannah, I'm going to see what, like if they're going to check like yellow cards or whatever, and just go from there. But it's definitely been an interesting process so far, but it's all worth it in the end, because now I'm here thousands of dollars later. And yeah, now I'm just waiting around and seeing what's happening tonight, because I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever. But otherwise, yeah, that is the visa process, the vaccine process for pills, passport information, all of that. And also please make sure that your passports are valid. Please make sure your passports are valid. Mine is good until 2031, so I'm good for a few years. Because certain countries, you do have to have a certain window of validation on your passport. I remember once we were going somewhere, and my brother's passport was about to expire in 4 months, and in Ecuador, it was Ecuador, and in Ecuador your passport has to be valid for at least 6 to enter the country, so we had to cancel the whole trip. So please make sure your passports are up to date if you are going out of the country. So before I go on another rant, that is the visa process, vaccine process, travel process, just entry processes, pre-arrival stuff that you need to visit the country of Kenya.